expectorant sputum, and fever will be there. Fever will be, if it is depending upon that, there will be fever will be more predominant in here, and cough will be there, and there may not be vomitings, may not be there, and there will be swinging temperature will be there. And if you see the examine the patient, you may be feeling if there is any chest crepitations may be there. If there is any already this consolidation or any there, the air entry may be there. And if it is pleurisy, will be there in the CP angle, so that will be there. If you take X-ray of the chest, this is clearly pneumonitis picture may be there, like cotton wool appearance. All these things may be, or maybe this fluid level will be there. That is in the pleurisy, in the CP angle, that is castophrenic angle. So that may be filled. So all these things features will be there in the pneumonia. Whether in that, so the other picture may not be very clear, except that, and pain will be only limiting to the either right hypochondriac region or in the epigastric. So usually that won't be localizing in the right iliac fossa. So that is lobar pneumonia. So in the children, in the adults, and Meckel's diverticulitis. In the Meckel's diverticulitis, the pain will be in the over the left side, and the same features will be there, but that will be in the left side when the Meckel's diverticulum is infected. So that is one feature. In that also there may be even intestinal obstruction also may be there. In that condition also you may be having these other intestinal obstruction features like vomiting, motions, abdominal fullness, and this fever also may be there, but mostly it is present on the left side. This is Meckel. In the adults, in the adult males, adults, males or females are, again there is a differentiation, because I'll tell you, in the males, the differential, because this is very much important, the differential diagnosis, because many diseases which similarity of the symptoms will be there in the same simils. So that then yeah, I have to this, and this regional enteritis, terminal enteritis. So that is in this there will be abdominal pain will be there, and weight loss will be there, and diarrhea will be there. So this is we call as regional enteritis. So in this, the pain may not be the in the abdomen, in the umbilical region will be there, but weight loss and diarrhea may not be there in the is the feature of the enteritis. But in the appendicitis, the diarrhea will not be there, and weight loss will not be there, and it is it may be lasting for days, seasonal enteritis, but it is only, already checked yesterday, it is only 24 hours pain under, because within 24 hours with your treatment it may subside or it may progress and may lead to the complications, as I told yesterday in the pathology. So like that, so that's why this is very much important. And one more is ureteric colic. This is very much important. Ureteric colic. Ureteric colic. Ureteric colic, C-O-L-I-C, colic. So in the ureteric colic, what happens? There will be pain. So pain, whenever there is a stone, already me cheppane, renal stone and kidney stone and a ureteric stone, already bladder stone, already I have told you all the things. So in the ureteric colic, so there will be pain will be there on the right side. Sometimes it is very difficult to differentiate between. Sometimes, especially when it is in the middle of this thing. But main feature is the pain will be radiating from loin to abdomen. That is one important. And if you put, if there is, if you punch in the renal angle, so this in the angle between this spinorectalis and spino pubo, not pubo. The lateral spinous muscle and this subcostal region posteriorly. So there is a angle that we call as renal. So that renal angle, if you give little punch, very gentle punch, the pain tenderness may follow. And but uretary calc, especially on the right side, and whenever it is present in the middle of the ureter, so that mostly simils. But here the pain will be radiating from right loin to groin. And one more thing, urinary symptoms will be there. But of course, when this is one confusing point. Why I am telling you? Because even if you do urine, there will be even frequency of micturition is also there when suppose if appendix is lying over the ureter because due to irritation. So that is again you will be getting confusion. But in usually if it is uretary colic, the pain will be very severe and the presentation will be from the right line to abdomen. That is the main presentation and pain will be very severe. But in the appendicitis, the pain will not be so severe in the initially. Gradually the severity will increase. That is here all of a sudden the pain will be increasing. That is one important point. And sometimes why it is important, why it is very similar, because in the uterine colic also there will be vomiting. That is one more confusing point. One vomiting will be there, one or two, because due to sudden colic, so there will be even this vomiting also will be there. And there may be even, suppose if you do this urinary test, in the urine, in the appendicitis also, if it is lying over the ureter, there may be 4 to 5 RBCs will be there. And then again, you will be getting again confusion that in the urinary colic, you will be thinking urinary colic and urine, there is a RBCs, then you will be thinking that it is urinary colic. But in some appendicitis, which is lying over, that also may cause that is one more confusing point. In that, if you do this, but one thing, the Rousing sign and Soyas sign, obturator sign, that may not be possible in the, not positive in the uterine colic. And one more important is if you do CBP, so the CBP, the neutrophils will be raised in the neutrophils and total count will be raised in the WBC, but not in the this thing. Of course, and other X-ray and also ultrasonogram also will be giving some differentiate between these two this thing, because it is very much important. Suppose by thinking that it is appendicitis, you have done removed appendicitis, but stone still will be there. After a few days, he will come, sir. Again, you have done operation. Again, I am getting the pain. So how it is possible, sir? He may have something confused. So that is the thing. That's why the diagnosis is between these two is very much important. And one more thing is perforated peptic ulcer. This is one more very much confused. Peptic ulcer. Perforated peptic ulcer. And ఏంటి రంధ్రం వాడు ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పినారు perforate peptic ulcer perforation. So in that, so there will be history of alcoholism will be there, pain will be there in the epigastric region, and there will be even maybe occult blood there in the this stool, that will be there. And here one more confusing point, because the pain will be starting in the but only the time is important. As I told you, in the pain, మనం appendix లో ఏం చెప్పాం, the pain will be starting at 4 a.m. General 4 to 5 a.m. start అవుతుంది. But in the, that is important, onset of the symptom. ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుంది, the onset of symptom will be around 2, and patient will be telling, yesterday I had party, I've taken alcohol and non-veg, and then is a known case of already ulcer patient. So all these things, history will, the chronic alcoholic, chronic smoker, chronic, we used to take high chili diet, so a spicy diet, all this history will come into place in the uh, perforation. And the signs will be there. So in the initially the pain, here also the great confusion, because again the pain, here also the pain will be there, starting in the epigastric region, gradually localized into the right iliac fossa. That's why this is one important. So this is, the pulse rate will be increasing, and there will be hypotension will be there in the perforation. But here, there, the perforation in the appendicitis, there may not be hypertension, but there will be fever will be there. And here, the fever will be gradually increasing, pulse rate will be gradually increasing, the hypertension patient BP will coming down as it is increasing. And this history, and also again, you have to go for X-ray erect abdomen. In that, there may be fluid levels will be there in that, and also even scanning, the free fluid will be there in the peritoneal cavity. That gives the diagnosis. Sometimes you may get one more confusion in this is, suppose there may be perforated appendix also may be there. That is very great confusion. So that's why whenever you are doing this thing, you must be careful, especially in the young age group. One more is important. Differential diagnosis is in the appendicitis, usually in the teenage. Yesterday I was telling this point. It is present in the only teenagers, that too in the females. It is common. So that means between 13 to 12 or 13 to 20, 22 years, age low, very much common appendicitis. But in the this mm, this perforated peptic ulcer, it will be middle aged. Of course, in the middle age, old age also there may be even appendicitis may be there. We have done a case around 40, 50 years old lady we have done. So like that, the age may, but very frequently, one important differential point is age. Age is one more important. So like that, perforated. Another is torsion testis. Torsion testis. TORSION. Torsion testis. Already మీకు చెప్పిన టెస్టిస్ అయిందా? కాలేదు కదా? కాలేదు. ఓకే. అయిందా? ఏం మాట్లాడట్లేదు ఎవరు?
కాలేదు సార్.
ఓకే. So torsion means there is a axis, that is nothing but this testis is hanging over the spermatic cord, you know very well. So when it is torsion, so when it is twisted, so then there will be twisting of even spermatic cord also will be there. So that is we call as torsion testis. In the torsion testis, especially in the right side, there will be pain. But if you see, the patient will be getting even pain. If patient says pain in the abdomen as well as in the testis. Right testis also patient complain pain. If not so, అందుకే ఏమంటాం, abdominal examination చేసినప్పుడు you have to see all the orifices. That is, hernial orifices should be seen. Because in that, what happens? Suppose if there is any torsion testis, there will be tenderness of the spermatic cord. And also if you examine the testis, that will be twisted, and there will be severe tenderness will be there in the right testis. That testis also will be there. So because due to pulling effect, so because that is also lying, even if you know the anatomy, the this spermatic cord is going through the superficial deep inguinal ring to the superficial inguinal ring. So that's why in the deep inguinal ring is lying in the abdomen. So that's why in the right iliac fossa only, the patient will be complaining. But that will be little medial to the in the right iliac fossa only, but it is present over the iliac inguinal region, inguinal canal. The tenderness will be there over the medial side of the inguinal canal, because where the this is spermatic cord is there. So that is why that is very much important to differentiate this torsion testis. One more is pancreatitis. In the pancreatitis, the pain will be there in the epigastric region, and patient will be over the age of 40 years, and patient will be alcoholic and maybe having the stone. Already me pancreatitis చెప్పాను. So stone may be there in the this thing, jaundice may be there, and there will be severe retching will be there. Patient will be leaning and sitting and leaning forward, and severe retching will be there. Inertia to vomitings. Patient will not be getting relief in the lying down. So the posture itself will say that he is having pancreatitis. He will not lie down. If he lie down, the patient lies down, patient will be getting pain. So that's why he'll try to sit and then bend down. So that's why with that patient may be getting say a little relief. That's why the poor patient. And also the fever may not be this very feature in that. but in the neck, this hemorrhagic pancreatitis also may be there. In that also you may get little confusion there. So that also should be kept in mind. Again, you have to do ultrasonogram, and if not so, even CT also may require in this. So CT abdomen, that is computer tomography also may require this pancreatitis. And next is rectus sheath hematoma. Rectus sheath hematoma. Rectus sheath. So in the right side, when the hematoma is nothing but collection of the blood at one side, that is we call as hematoma. సో బొడ్స్ వచ్చింది అంటారు చూసిన దెబ్బ తాకితే దెబ్బ తాకింది పిల్లగాడు కింద పడ్డాడు ఇంత బొడ్స్ వచ్చింది అంటారు చూసిన లేకపోతే జోకులు వస్తూ ఉంటాయి ఆడోళ్ళు మొగోళ్ళని కొట్టినట్టు దాంతో బేలంతో పూరి దాంతో కొడితే ఇట్లా వచ్చినట్టు చూపిస్తుంటారు. దట్ ఈస్ నథింగ్ బట్ హిమటోమా. ఇస్ నథింగ్ బట్ when the damage to the any blood vessel, that will be localized collection of the blood will be there at that site. That is we call as hematoma. So that is, so in that usually the young people and who lifts, or there may be trauma or sudden lifting of the weights will be there, and there will be the hematoma, the swelling will be there. The swelling will be there in the medial side of the this thing. The tenderness will be there, but swelling will be there in the tenderness. If you make the tight this rectus sheath, rectus muscle, then that will be more prominent. So that by that we can see the rectus sheath hematoma also can be ruled out. Of course, again the blood invasion, CBP will be normal in this, and scanning will give you the picture. Simple ultrasonogram is enough in this. We can see the difference. In the adult female, the other differential diagnosis is adult female. In the adult female, so there is a PID under pelvic inflammatory disease, which includes salpingitis. PID అంటే ఏంటంటే మీకు మొన్ననే అయిపోయి ఉంటుంది కదా సబ్జెక్ట్. పెల్విక్ మొన్న అయిపోయింది కదా, ఎగ్జామ్ రాసింది కదా. సో విచ్ ఇంక్లూడ్స్ salpingitis, endometritis, or TOMAS, that is tubo-ovarian mass. So these three things will increase in the included in the PID. So that is in the salpingitis, especially on the right side when the salpingitis is there. So there will be tenderness will be there, and she will be female. And as I told in the appendix also, it is present in the female. So but in the salpingitis, usually the age will be more than the 20 years, 30, 25, 30, 35 years salpingitis. And fever will be there, but there may not be the vomiting. And if you make the this cervix movable, so that will be there will be tenderness will be there in the salpinge, that is salpinge, and there may be even the other that is psoas sign. Those may not be the feature in the salpingitis. In the endometritis, the pain will be in the of course depending upon the endometritis, the pain will be in the suprapubic region mostly. So maybe in the right iliac fossa, but suprapubic region pain will be there, and the other history of menorrhagia, and that will be there. History of this thing, TOMAS, that is tubo-ovarian mass. When the tubo-ovarian mass, when it is normal, patient may not be giving these symptoms. That is very much important. We remember. So when there is any this TOMAS, so there is two things should be kept in mind. In the TOMAS, that will be gradually increasing size, and this ovarian tumor is there. When ovarian tumor, and that may be twisted ovarian tumor. This is very much confusing, because in the twisted ovarian tumor, so that is what happens when the tumor will be there, but it twists on the ఎక్కడ ట్విస్ట్ అవుతుంది, ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది ఓవరీ, or where it is present, anatomical location of the ovary.
సార్ సారీ టు ఇంటరప్ట్ సార్, అది 5 minutesలో అయిపోతుందని నోటిఫికేషన్ వచ్చింది సార్.
మరి వీళ్ళకి చెప్పు, మళ్ళీ అట్లానే మళ్ళీ కంటిన్యూ చేస్తామని చెప్పు.
అదే సార్.
5 minutes లో కట్ అయింది. డోంట్ లీవ్ ది రూమ్. అగైన్ విల్ బి కటింగ్ అదర్ పార్టిసిపెంట్స్. సిచ్యువేషన్ ఆఫ్ ది ఓవరీ. మొన్న ఎగ్జామ్ రాసింది కదమ్మా, మొన్ననే రాసింది కదా, రాసి 6 నెలలు కాలేదు. ఓవరీ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందమ్మా, ఆడమ్మాయిలన్నా చెప్పాలి కదా. అట్లనే మగవాళ్ళు నో బార్. వేర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ సిచ్యువేటెడ్ అమ్మా, ఓవరీ ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది, అనటమికల్ లొకేషన్. చెప్పు చెప్పు.
Pelvic region. Pelvic
Hello?
region, sir.
Pelvic region where? Exactly, don't say vague. Pelvic region లో ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందమ్మా? వాట్ ఆర్ ది పార్ట్స్ ఆఫ్ జెనైటల్ సిస్టమ్, ఫీమేల్ జెనైటల్ సిస్టమ్, అట్లా చెప్పండి. అట్లా చెప్తే ఏమన్నా మీకు తెలుస్తుందేమో, చెప్పండి. చెప్పండి అమ్మా. యూటరస్ ఏమేమి ఉంటది, యూటరస్ ఏమేమి ఉంటాయి?
uterus, fallopian, ovary,
యూటరస్, ఫెలోపియన్ ట్యూబ్, ఓవరీ. మరి అదే ఓవరీ ఎక్కడ ఉంటది? ఫింబ్రియానిక్ ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ ది సాల్పింజ్. అదే